Welcome back to the Holden Gaming channel, your place for Star Wars content and more. Today's video, we're going to be going through the pros and cons of Battlefront 2015 in 2021, and the reasons you should buy it, the reasons you shouldn't. We'll go through all of that today. I will be doing this video for Battlefront 2 in the near future, and so comment down below any other games you want me to do stuff like this for. This is just the pros and cons for people who have the game, and if you don't, this will be a really good video to watch if you're thinking about buying it. We'll go through the pros first and foremost. First and foremost, as far as the game being alive, if you're on PC, it's not very alive, I'm not gonna lie, but on Xbox and PS4, it is very alive, especially on PlayStation. Even on Xbox, you can still find DLCs, especially Outer Rim, even on weekdays, and you can find, for instance, today is a Thursday. I played an Outer Rim and the Death Star DLC today. And you can find Bespin and even Scarif on weekends for sure. So the game is very alive, even better shape on PS4. So as far as that, don't worry about it. It is definitely alive. Another pro to this game is the content. It, of course, came out before the sequel trilogy, so there's no sequel trilogy or prequel trilogy content, which is unfortunate. But the amount of maps in this game is just absolutely stellar. I think this game actually did a better job of having more beautiful maps. I just feel like this game, the graphics are absolutely incredible and stunning. You can literally, me and my friends who have been playing the game for literally 5 years, me and my friend, we would go through maps and just look around. Just look at the map. That's all we would do. We would just go through, look at the small details, like it's that incredible. I think this Battlefront did a better job at setting the environment for the maps and just capturing that Star Wars feel. I just feel that Star Wars feel a lot more in this Battlefront than I do in Battlefront 2. Not saying Battlefront 2 is a bad game in any way. I just think this game captured that feeling more. That's probably partly nostalgia for me because it was the first Xbox game I played, but I just think it did a better job. I think it really captures that Star Wars feel and just really encapsulates you in the Star Wars universe. And there are just tons of maps. The DLCs, to buy the game and all the DLCs, it's extremely cheap. I mean, extremely cheap because the game is older now, so you can get all those DLCs for a very low price, like $10 to $20. It's somewhere in between that range. So as far as price, extremely affordable. Maps, tons of variety, tons of different game modes for sure. There's lots of different game modes, lots of fun. HEV, a ton of fun. Hero Hunt, a ton of fun. And Hero Hunt isn't even in Battlefront 2, so that's like a lot of unique game modes that are not in Battlefront 2, so that's another cool aspect. This is not just a dated. This is not a dated Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2015 is very much its own game, and you cannot play it like Battlefront 2 either. It's a different play style. It's very different. It's a different game. It doesn't act like just a dated Battlefront 2. So yeah, those are pros. Just all the game modes, all the variety you get. I really like the gunplay in this game. There's tons of blasters to choose from. You can't really choose from a lot of blasters in Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 for classes, it's like 5 per class. In this, you can choose from like 21, 22 different blasters. And so definitely a very cool aspect of this game as well. So now, I mean, I think I've gone through all the pros of this game. Tons of skins as well. There are just tons of skins to play with. There are lots of heroes and villains that aren't in Battlefront 2. Dengar, Greedo, Nien Nunb, Jyn Erso, Orson Krennic, what else? Boskazin. I think everyone else is in Battlefront 2. Yes, I listed all the ones that aren't. Dengar, Greedo, Jyn, Krennic, Nien Nunb. So that's a unique experience as well, just playing the heroes. Very unique experience, especially with those that aren't in Battlefront 2. And it's a ton of fun. It's definitely a very fun game. Lots of fun. Now let's go through the cons, and then we'll think about, do the cons outweigh the pros, or the pros outweigh the cons should you get the game? We'll come to our conclusions. Cons of this game: no prequel or sequel content. That goes without saying. You can't play either of those, which you can play in Battlefront 2, which is unfortunate. The frickin' E4, dude. Absolute cheese. This weapon, it's cancerous. It's like, if you use it, you feel bad, but if you don't use it, you get abused. So there's really no good way. Because in close range, no gun can stand up to it unless you have, like, impeccable aim with, like, E11 or something. The E weapons are just overpowered. Another con to this game, there are some really sweaty nerds that play the game all the time, including, you know, I probably go into that, go into that, arena, but out of 5 years, I only have 800 hours played, which really, if I compare it to my friends and stuff, isn't a lot. So, but I still could probably go into that category. But you have sweats like that in every game, so I don't really count that against this game. I guess you could say it's a con that on weekdays you can't really find best spin. I mean, again, you can still find them, but there will be days where you won't be able to find a Best Spin DLC or a Scarif DLC game, unless you're on PS4. I think it's a lot more alive there. Lightsaber Combat is more janky in this game than Battlefront 2, that's for sure. There's only 2 lightsaber characters, so it's not too much of a big deal. But in that, it does get annoying. It's just jankier. It's just a very different system than the Battlefront 2 lightsaber duel system. So again, this is an entirely different game. Don't play it like Battlefront 2. You will get abused. Some downsides like Bodyguard, the trait, and Back to Bomb can get very annoying with troopers. But it's not big enough a deal where it's going to ruin your day by any sense. Hero Hunt is really fun unless you get a sweaty nerd playing like a Palpatine who can heal, and then you're never going to kill him. That gets old. But again, these are all things that, like, there are things like this in every game. I don't really count it as like a big con to this game. I mean, this game's just so much fun. Like, the maps are so good and it's so fun to play, and it's nostalgic for me. I can't really think of any other cons. There's only 7 heroes each side versus Battlefront 2. It's more because it's, you know, prequel and sequel content. But I can't really think of anything else in this game that really hurts it. I mean, you'll have some people that'll glitch TL50 glitch, but that's extremely rare. You're probably not going to see that very much, so it's not that big of a deal. And if you do see it, you can just leave. You know, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's really the only cons I can think of. So my personal opinion, I think if you're on console, not if you're on PC, but if you're on console, you should definitely get this game. If you're on the edge, like, I don't know, I think you should definitely get it. It's very affordable, extremely fun to play, very alive on PlayStation and alive on Xbox. A very unique experience. Again, don't play it like it's Battlefront 2. It's not Battlefront 2. It's its own game. It's very different. So yeah, I think you guys should definitely get it. If you're on the fence, definitely get it on console. And yeah, it's amazing to see this game still alive with the player base it still has. And I will be doing a video like this for Battlefront 2 in the very near future. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.